Dark psychology tactic, assumed authority. Want to look like a leader without proving anything? Use assumed authority. Speak as if you've already won. Move as if they've already agreed. Expect victory, and you'll influence without effort. Examples. Here's what's next. You're going to want to pay attention. Let me break it down for you. When you own the room mentally, others will follow, even in silence. The guilt mirror technique. Ever wonder why some people can get others to do anything for them? They use the guilt mirror. Frame your request in a way that makes the other person want to prove themselves. Example. I knew you'd understand this, not everyone gets it. You're the kind of person who finishes things, right? People will move mountains to match your perception of them. Comment below right now. I'm a force of influence. My presence shifts rooms. Clipboard daily power leverage checklist. Every morning, ask. What can I automate today? Who can do this better than me? What decision is holding me hostage? Where can I create impact that pays for years? Who am I becoming today? Stop being busy. Start being powerful. You're not supposed to do everything. You're supposed to design the system and let the system make you rich. Classical building step 3, fortify and scale. You've now shed the old identity. You've installed power. But power without armor breaks. Now it's time to build your fortress. Brick emotional immunity, armor against chaos. Let me say this clearly. You will be tested. You will face betrayal, loss, failure, humiliation. If your emotions are your boss, you're bankrupt before you begin. Here's how to build emotional immunity. Expect resistance. Learn from haters. Never break character. Become the observer, not the reactor. Rich people don't panic, they pivot. The fortune is built by those who remain calm in the fire. Brain the rule of 3M, mind, money, movement. Every empire rests on 3 pillars. Mind, learn daily. Protect focus. Before we go any further, I need you to do 3 things. First, smash that like button, not for me, but for the future version of you that refuses to be average anymore. Second, scroll down and leave a comment with a motivational phrase that you've never said before. Something powerful. Something that could wake the dead. And third, take a breath. Because what you're about to hear is not just information, it's transformation. Welcome to Motivation Blessing, where we bury mediocrity and resurrect power. Fire step 1, kill the average identity. Let me say something that might sting a little. You are not meant to be average, but you are programmed to be. Every voice you've ever trusted, your parents, teachers, society, they didn't teach you how to be rich. They taught you how to be safe. And that's the greatest trap of all. Brain the dark truth, good doesn't win. You want to be good? Be kind? Be humble? That's cute, but broke. The world doesn't reward goodness. It rewards strategy. It rewards power. It rewards those who understand that life is not fair, and use that knowledge to play the game better than anyone else. The good person trap. You've been conditioned to believe. Don't be too confident. Don't take too much. Be grateful for what you have. Translation? Stay small. Stay obedient. Stay controllable. Dark psychology principle number 1. Society conditions you for their benefit, not yours. The more you comply, the more they win. Person standing the average identity is a script. You are playing a role written for you by people who are no longer in your life. Every time you doubt yourself, procrastinate, shrink from success, that's not you. That's your average identity doing its job, keeping you in the cage. But cages don't hold lions. And if you're listening to this, there's a lion inside you that's starting to stir. DNA character shift, from victim to architect. The rich don't work harder. They don't even work smarter. They become someone else. You must evolve from someone who seeks permission to someone who commands reality. Identity is the foundation. Behavior is just the echo. Kitchen knife the Lazarus strategy, kill who you were. Every rebirth starts with a death. Write this down. The old me is a ghost. I owe it nothing. Burn the habits. Burn the excuses. Burn the identity that says, I'll try. And replace it with, I decide. Start small. Every morning, look in the mirror and say, you are no longer average. Eliminate one comfort behavior every day, snoozing, scrolling, second-guessing. Create a new symbol, a ring, a tattoo, a password, that reminds you that the old you is dead. Detective use social programming against itself. What if I told you that you could weaponize what society uses to control you? Rejection? Use it. Let it burn away your need for approval. Criticism? Fuel. Prove them wrong with silence. Loneliness? Freedom. Cut off the noise so you can hear your mission. High voltage identity ritual, the power hour. Every morning for the next 30 days. Wake up early. Move your body. Speak your new identity out loud. Take one action that your old self would avoid. This is how the average dies, and the fortune-born you begins. Comment below. I'm not who I was. I'm who I choose to become. Say it. Mean it. Live it. This is just the first step, and already, the chains are breaking. We're just getting started. In part 2, I'm going to show you the art of power, how to multiply your influence, and how the ultra-rich play a completely different game than the rest. But right now, like this video if you're done being average. Comment a brand new motivational phrase, one no one's ever heard before. And get ready. Because in part 2, you're going to learn how to control the board, not just play on it. You made it through the first phase. That means you're not like them. You've killed the old identity. But now, it's time to replace it with power. Power isn't about dominance. It's about leverage. If you're still trading time for money, validation for approval, and pain for safety, you're still playing small. First, before we go deeper, hit that like button. This isn't a video. This is a transformation system. Comment below a new original motivational phrase that feels like a weapon. Something that sounds like war, because average dies in battle. And now, welcome to Step 2. Briefcase Step 2, Master Power Leverage. Brain the psychology of power. You've been told that being powerful is bad. That it's selfish. That it's dangerous. But here's what they didn't tell you. Every second you're not in power, someone else is using it against you. The powerful don't work harder. They make smarter moves, and multiply them. They don't play the game. They own the board. Joystick the law of selective influence. Here's the truth. Most people try to convince the world to like them. The rich? They don't convince. They selectively influence. Instead of saying, look at me, they say, if you're not on my level, you don't get access. Influence is energy. When you control who gets yours, you become magnetic. Puzzle piece the power triangle: time, people, decisions. Ultra-successful people do 3 things daily. Control time, they plan every move like chess. Control people, they delegate low-value tasks to protect their energy. Control decisions, they make high-value, fast decisions and move on. You're not stuck. You're just making weak decisions based on an average mindset. Here's a shift. Start asking, how can I multiply this? Multiply your ideas using content. Multiply your money using systems. Multiply your energy by cutting people who drain. Leverage is the art of becoming too powerful to ignore.